stay the same for the glory of God. There must be a change. There must be a difference. There must be some new stuff that God is doing with us to cause us to be changed like Him. So if you have a Bible this morning, turn your Bible to Philippians chapter 2. Would you stand for the reading of the word, please? Verse 5 says, let this and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Amen. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. I'm going to go back to the 5th verse later, but I want to deal with the 6th and the 7th verse, because they're really what I want to talk about. Who being in a form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. Whew. God help me. Can't do it on my own. I need your help. Look at the word no reputation. And when we look at the word reputation, the first thing that we think about is our status. You know, we don't want to mess up our status. Here it is here. He said he had no reputation. But he had a reputation. And I wanted to look that word up, but there's a Greek word I think that it would make it more clear, make reputation more clear or clearer. And the Greek word is kenosis. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the word kenosis, it means to empty out. Empty out. No reputation. Taking his reputation, and his reputation, Jesus' reputation is, he's taking off glory, or he's taking off God, or he's not taking off divinity now. Because that's him. That's the image of God. That's the image. That's who he is. He's not taking that off. He's taking off the glory so he can become a servant. Not that nobody serves him, that he could become a servant for us. He could come to be a servant to us. And now, this is what he's saying to us. You got to come as no reputation. Your reputation doesn't mean anything now. He said, you got to come as if you're nothing. You got to come as if everything that's about you, your status is laid down. Everything about you in life, how much degrees you got laid down. He said, you got to come before me or work for me as a slave. If you're not interested in being a slave or being a servant, you can't work for him. So he laid himself down. He laid himself down. He humbled himself, laid himself down, made himself of no reputation, in the form of a servant, and it was made in the likeness of him. Now, this is what he's saying to the church. This is what he's saying to the church. And if you look in the last verse, the last verse said, I was obedient to death in the cross. Did that what it say? It said, I was obedient